1, 2, 3, go. And here we go. Game number 1 between Anticafe and Nostalgia on Villa Fiora. What do you expect?
Well, we can already see Nostalgia's locked in some Pathfinders, but he hasn't done the usual, most efficient manpower strat of building them all out of scouts and then upgrading them. He's straight up just paying 200 manpower for them. And Anticafe hasn't locked in a Doctrine. It's got a couple of Pioneers and a Grand Start, so similar to what we saw last game from Ray.
Who would have thought? Pathfinders against, or USF against Pathfinder?
Yeah.
Wait a second.
It's a classic matchup.
Yeah. Basically the El Clasico of Co. USF against Wehrmacht.
But Nostalgia and a gentleman's agreement to do it the proper way and pay the full cost for his Pathfinders.
Yeah. Some would accuse him of less experience, but I would never do such thing.
Ooh. Anticafe missing out that 10 muni. Going straight for the VP. Gonna make some more ISO. Maybe he'd never intended to capture it in the first place.
Ammo for Wehrmacht is, in my opinion, not that important unless you play heavily with Jaegers.
Yeah, or MP40s or something to try and make it work.
But like vanilla Wehrmacht is not that ammo heavy.
Yeah, we haven't seen too many players go into this building because it doesn't really have any good windows.
Yeah, but you also build time might be an advantage, but you also have less upkeep on the scouts, so you save a little bit of manpower, not much. But yeah,
it is
I think you can
scouts.
argue for hours what is better, and in the end, it's like what you prefer.
Because they reinforce, like you can just give them a waypoint and they'll reinforce by the time they walk out of the base. You don't need to stop them or anything. Maybe it's only the first unit that you can walk it too far out, depending on how fast you click Pathfinder upgrade.
Anticafe a little bit sloppy building his unit. 320 manpower in the bank, 330. Is it a sniper? He could have built a sniper, no? Will we see Major König?
Maybe.
I doubt it, but it would be amazing. Private Jackson against Major König.
And like he knows he's going Pathfinders. Maybe he's waiting to see this MG before he makes the choice. Rem's going to get safely into cover there, so that MG's not.
And here we go. It's a really late Grenadier there. He's really reducing his power on the field there with building the Grand so late.
Yeah. It's going to be a tough couple of minutes for him. Oh, got that Flamer though, going to clear out that Pathfinder.
3 Grenadiers into officer quarters.
Not keeping a Gren with this other Pyres, a bit of a mistake. Definitely wants to keep that merge going. Yeah, it's a delayed OQ as well. Nostalgic hiding those Flamers pretty well. Might even pick up a wipe here.
No, he's not taking it.
Yeah, gets
he's
out of
going home.
Victory point lost.
Okay. Infantry support centers coming up. So nothing unusual there. Debacle.
Research completed.
Yeah, man.
It's
late. It's late. It's late. Infantry.
Pretty standard meta play.
Yeah. Yeah, and the compromises you make that NA players have an easier time to play in the tournament.
A super early med bunker coming up from Anticafe as well. So even earlier than the med.
But why med bunker if you have officer quarters?
4 Grens and officer quarters, yeah. So we're not really seeing optimal play here. But you know what? That just makes it more interesting. You know, we might even see a Wesp this game. So stay tuned.
4th Grenadier on the way. Half-Track is out. Half-Track will be such a bully.
Yeah. Is he going for the upgrade yet? No, he's still... Might just use it for some reinforcements for now.
A smart player told me you want to delay the upgrade till you're 100% sure you want to have one of either ones. And
Yeah,
the
or even upgrade
pintle
it.
is strong enough.
Upgrade it and then cancel it, like, you know, so you can still pop it relevantly.
Yeah.
But that takes a bit of micro. Clearing out the hedges here, I'm not sure if that's always the best option either. It really makes an MG more effective from the top of that hill if you don't have that sight blocker.
Quad will pop in a second. And I think Quad is the right choice there. 4 Grenadiers, no tier 2, no tier 3 yet.
Yeah, and you can just kite the pack gun that he's building from that, or will probably build from that tier 3. Maybe Stummel, but even then.
Look on how the MGs shake the quad when it fires. It does not look really sturdy.
That's why small arms are so dangerous to the quad.
STGs do a lot of damage to the quad. Like if you have the Obers with STGs.
It's a nice little move crushing that wire the Gren's put down on the fountain for the green cover, so...
All
nice
those work for
there.
nothing.
The enemy has taken a victory
Oh, the
point.
captain's getting low and gets out of there.
AT gun on the way from Anticafe.
It's a pretty safe choice, but I think he's just going to slowly lose map control.
Converting bunker to a medical facility.
Yeah, I think that bunker slowed him down. I think
For no reason, because he's even using the vet vulnerability for healing.
Overrun.
Like,
Yeah, definitely would have been better off chaining like a Stummel into a AT gun, I think, with this
Victory
build.
point is under enemy control.
yeah, I agree totally. He lost a lot of tempo for no reason.
Arc deployed.
Second half track is on the way.
We do not hold any victory points. We must counterattack.
And he's going to spot this AT gun from a while out. Has so many pathfinders, it's really going to be hard to get an angle, especially on this map. Yeah. In the
OMG's out of
crap mower
position.
just repositions.
AT gun will get hammered. But the push kind of was stopped dead in its tracks. Because the MGs are nicely positioned. AT gun should move up though. At least try to get a shot off.
Territory sector lost.
Gets a connecting
Might get
shot,
one.
will force off the quad. 75 moving up. The Grenadiers are now swarming the MG. MG has to relocate. I think Nostalgia might be in the pickle.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he needed that gun mortar carriage right away. I'm not sure if there's enough team weapons to justify the barrage.
Against the AT gun though, it's nice. It's funny when the unit that you're supposed to counter counters you.
Yeah. I feel like we're not seeing the Pioneers used very well in their vision and recon capacity. Maybe Anticafe could go for a Kettenkrad to help him, you know, snoop out these half tracks.
Oh, he has the manpower in the bank. He's flooding it quite a lot actually. Second AT gun now on the way.
Maybe Anticafe thinks you get interests on extra manpower.
Oh, the sound from the quad, man, it's annoying when it fires without reloading.
That flame is ooh, saved by the recon buff. Yeah, the flamethrower is doing a lot of damage on those grouped up pathfinders.
Yeah, but they've had one, so he went passive
Yeah,
health and he will be fine.
True, they're safe. Damn strong USA.
Getting everything for free.
Anti-tank gun and crew are ready for orders.
But
Enemy
MG in a
forces have
nice
placed our territory.
position overlooking that north fuel. Gonna miss the Grens though.
Yeah. I'm not a big fan of the FKMG though. Like, FKMGs always feels like wasted
We have
resources.
lost the sector.
Well, because Anticafe doesn't really have any anti-MG, right? Like,
It's Anticafe
It's
against
got the-
Nostalgia, right? Yeah, sorry, I had typo in the stream title. I will change it. You can continue casting. I will be back in a second.
yeah. So we've got that MG being forced back now. Grenaded by the Grenadier. We've got another 76mm barrage onto some Grenadiers running onto the field. Pack gun, he's going to try and counter it.
AT guns have such a
get a
hard
shot
time
in.
catching the half straights though.
It did get a shot off. But yeah, really sorely needing some follow-up. These Grens are never in a position to Faust. Just Nostalgia zoning out Anticafe.
Yeah. Anticafe struggles a lot. His build order is really playing into the strengths of Nostalgia's build order. Like, he's slow, has a hard time getting on the field. He's so positioning or relying on good positioning, while Nostalgia has so much pushing power, where he's not really relying on the positioning with his LVs. Interesting, Nostalgia went for the smoke bombs and not for the Recon Run.
Confirmed.
I think it's the first time I see someone picking the smoke bombs.
Capture resources.
Interesting choice there. And we have a mortar pit. Did I mute myself? Yeah, I muted. Alright, I
might
muted
just
myself by
be enough.
accident. Glorious.
Oh, that was, you said you keep casting him like, dude,
Yeah, that was right.
where did he go? He's moving the camera. I'm in my tribal best.
Oh, fuck.
Good times.
Yes.
Did you? I bet you said some really funny stuff.
Yeah, of course. I was like, oh,
best jokes.
Anticafe has a hard time getting into position because his build is so slow. Meanwhile, Nostalgia has a lot of pushing power and nothing can. Okay.
Just silence from me. You're like, fucking Barker's an asshole.
Oh, 8 is
so
out.
A-Rad. Interesting. Especially because you can just airdrop in an AT gun.
I don't think we will see the airdropped AT gun.
A pack gun has been knocked out.
True. Not when you've already got the GMC on the field. We've also lost a pack from Anticafe, so may not need to.
He's not taking it though.
No.
Feels like it. AT gun is just dead meat. Double A Ratas on the field.
Bringing this 8-Rad back in on, 3/4 health is a bit risky.
Yeah, but he knows the GMC is snared, so he can afford to play a little bit.
I didn't catch that. I've been locked into this side of the map for too long. I've still got the AFK MG. That's why, I'm just like, okay, AFK MG is still over there. Nothing's really happening. I got Nostalgia losing a Pathfinder finally.
Ooh, paratroopers with Shreks, or Zooks, rather. I think that's a huge misplay. Like, the normal bazooka squad is so much better.
Yeah. Yeah, so Nostalgia with one squad down, but it is only a Pathfinder, but that was a full-costed Pathfinder. I mean, because they don't even get, camo anymore, right? So there's no point really using
No, there's no point of...
Shreks.
We have
Do you know if the increased explosions buff, does
No,
that
it
give
does
them
not
more...
buff the bazooka.
See? Yeah, there's really no point. I guess he's got them for cover removal. Just doesn't like the green cover that all the Grens are using. Yeah, you're right, Ripper. We've gone straight back to the 1.0. It's the real anniversary of 2.0. Ooh,
What gets
M16 goes down to the double Akhrad.
surplus of command points available.
M76 trying to follow up, but he was to run away as well because he doesn't know where those double
Ooh,
packs
8 a
are.
little bit ballsy there.
Are we going to see a target weak point popped We've got Vet 1. Really? Probably could have finished off that 8 rad if he popped that with the slow. But yeah, you don't want to hang around with those packs lurking. We've got a mortar pit as well. Amazing.
Yeah, mortar pit. We see all this stuff, but we were happy we don't see them anymore because they were so dumb broken. And they're come popping back up.
I probably should have signed up to the tournament.
Yeah, you should.
I'm so out of practice. I haven't touched it. So I'll have to play some more 1v1s in 2.0. When I can use my USA Dishkas and Ziskan.
Can't wait for this nonsense. And the half tracks that switch upgrade with combat.
Yeah, I've already thought about a strat where I just pop the sniper in and out of a combat half track so it can never get dove.
No, that won't work, man. It won't work.
No, not to fire out of it, just to protect it, right? So it's a Zook bus, but then you pop the sniper in. So if they dive your sniper, boom, Zook bus and a protected sniper.
Do you know Twisted Tootsie from Co2?
You know, the games that Tightrope would have cast.
Yeah, because Twisted Tootsie is a legend where he did the USF half track, put 2 bazooka squads into them, and then drove around, hit veterans you one off the half track where it got an insane speed, where the tracking failed of the tank, so you could drive around the tank, where the tank never got a shot off. I'm expecting this nonsense to come back.
Yes, it will. But they'll have extreme range, right? Or no, they won't get their range buff while they're moving in the half track.
I don't know.
I remember someone saying that. But time will tell, you know. I just hope there's some healthy balancing for all factions.
Yeah, and other jokes you can tell yourself. I'm expecting full nonsense. Like, all 4 doctors.
At least for the first month.
Yeah, the first month. Yeah.
It's going to be like, I don't know if you played much with the Co2 Bofors, how it just suppressed everything, you know, you just...
Where before lost against
City
the
Bofors.
Yeah.
Or the Centaur did the same, just so much suppression, and so much damage, it was, yeah, very strong.
The enemy has claimed our sector.
So we got some mines being swept by Anticafe there.
He could shoot at them, he revealed them, you should shoot at them.
Yeah, he's solidifying a nice piece of territory for himself. Really
because
kind
with
of
water
control
around, you don't really want to sweep them. Because if you sweep them, the mortar shoots at you while you're sweeping. Oh.
Yeah, but I'd want to use the 8 rads, but then they might take a 76 hit.
Yes, the 80 guns. They will hit.
Yeah, they're just hitting everything but the mines.
5 command points available.
All right, 8 rads making a sweep into the south. They're gonna find the Pathfinders.
Mine got
He
popped.
finally gets that mine. And we've got a bulldozer on the field.
I think a vanilla shaman would have been the better call.
Yeah, the infantry haven't really been an issue, right? Maybe
yeah. It's a lot of infantry.
The slightly higher chance to bounce the pack shots, it's the only justification I can see.
An MG-42 team is ready.
He's like, well, I don't need a regular Sherman. I've got my Zuka paratroopers.
Bastards have secured our territory from us. Enemy forces have captured a victory point.
Zoop Trooper got pushed off. Panther has 7 CP, right, for calling?
Yeah. So, 1.5 away for Anticafe.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, I don't think he's really under threat by this bulldozer.
Double 80 gun Hellcat is on the way, so Anticafe's army is fine.
Yeah, and the bulldozer's so much slower, so he just can only respond with it, you know, he can't really stay active like the 8 rads can, they're just so much quicker.
I think double 8 rod was a great idea there. It really helped to get, pressure the flanks.
Yeah.
Sector lost.
Yeah, double 8 rad, double pack, it still works. Just so much resources from Anticafe. I feel like we're in a 4v4 match and someone's saving for a tiger.
Oh, yeah. Water Pit is not doing that. I think he's mainly auto firing, so it's not doing that much.
Is this what sort of fire?
The mortar pit, like it's the, they get veterancy right on the mortar pit,
Yeah.
so it's still at 0.
I think it got balanced out. Oh yeah, it's still getting slowly vet, but 1200 vet. I really don't have any idea of how long things should take.
Well, he bid it like 10 minutes ago, so it should deal relatively well to that one against so many support weapons on the field.
Yeah, we've got a Hellcat to support the GMC now.
Victory point lost.
Oh, we got a strafe coming in.
Against the MG.
Machine gun
Excuse
has been
me?
This is
What?
Code 3 release meta all over. It actually did damage to the infantry.
Yeah, but the Hellcat gets a warm welcome there by the AT guns.
Yeah, dangerous territory and snared.
But the AT guns are out of
Both guys
position.
are pushing in, yeah. Gunner, snack up that MG42.
Commander, we have
We get. Ooh,
our anti-tank gun is out of commission.
Why no snare
really
the
needs that
Hellcat?
Panther.
Our
He's got the
AT
7
gun has been
CP.
destroyed.
Can he smoke and get out of there in time?
Our Panzer Spielwagen has been
Oh,
destroyed.
paratroopers pick it up. Panther's called in. We've got a low Hellcat.
He should have snapped.
8 Rad's baiting it in the wrong direction. Hellcat goes down to a foul, so that was a bit sloppy.
Hold fire, don't shoot with the Hellcat. That's such. This game can really backfire for nostalgia in like 2 seconds.
Yeah, he's got his butt facing the Panther. This is not how you want to be positioned.
He destroys one AT gun, no snare though. There's no AT on the field.
enemy is striking
Panther is
We got
doing a
the
little
AT.
bit of a dance.
The 8 Rad on a world tour visiting the mortar pit.
Territory lost.
That
He's
Hellcat,
not committing.
Bulldozer's looking dangerous. Yeah, he stays back.
The enemy has taken a victory point.
Mortar pit gets destroyed.
We have vehicles ready to
Doesn't
be
have a
deployed.
Faust to get that last.
Oh,
5% health off.
Bulldozer's greedy.
He's going in finally. Now he commits.
Gets it. Ah,
Did he see where that 76 mil went? Is he going to keep hunting?
he can hear it. I
Pathfinder down
think.
for nostalgia as well.
I've never been on this part of the map ever.
He's hunting.
Oh yeah, but he won't find
Will he
it.
look for the bushes? The bush crash?
Nah, he's fine. So 1 8-rod and 1 AT gun for a 105 Sherman and
Hellcat comes
Hellcat.
back.
so I think in the end it was really good for Anticafe, this engagement.
You know, I think he would have been a little bit safer. He just airdropped himself some AT
We have been
guns.
cut
Yeah.
off.
We've got Grenadiers crawling onto the mid VP. Going for the triple cap is Anticafe. 76 mil, still trying to retain some usefulness with a barrage on the 10 mini.
Oh, don't underestimate the 76 thingy. But it will now die because he's not repairing it.
Yeah, once the Panther hits, you don't want to. Oh, there's a nice shot with on the reverse with the mark target, maintaining that little bit of extra vision.
It looks really grim for nostalgia.
Enemy has
Those are heavy
300
losses.
points left.
Pigrim, by the
Yeah.
way, also out.
Command points should be assigned when possible, Commandant.
I think this game just goes to show you why Zooks are so popular, especially with their satchel. You know, you want up a few more mines going up
Victory
against
point is
mechanized
under
if you're not
enemy
going to have
control.
that sort of option.
But repair something Anticafe is also not really fun. Look at the 8-rod going into engagements.
Ability unlocked.
No, Hellcat's going to try and respond. Smells blood. I can't see any mines. So this might be a dead 8 Rad.
Yeah, but 8-rod Vet 2 is relatively fast, so he should get away. Yeah.
I guess he was just trying to pull that Hellcat. Might have been watching the trees the Hellcat knocked over. And he also flared the middle, so probably would have seen that he's nowhere to be seen.
Our adversary is down to 250 points now.
Now M1919 squad on the way.
Sector
So
now
we've
under enemy
exchanged
control.
a AFK HMG for an AFK Grenadier in the north.
Makes sense. There always should be one AFK squad in the game, Kappa. There is the Para MG, Daniel.
We got it at 24 minutes.
Vesper self-propelled artillery has been made available to us.
Comrade Vesper is now out.
Yes, finally. The magic. That med tent's looking like an awfully dangerous place to stand.
Well, Grenadier Vet 3 has to go home, I think.
Panzer Grenadier Company is being up. The enemy has 200 points and
Panzer Grenadier Officer quarters on the way.
Yeah, and Pigran's also suppressed on that 10 fuel, losing to the MG engineer combo.
Let's go, Vesper.
So it's looking tough for Nostalgia, locked out of the VPs. He's got enough in the bank for maybe 4 minutes, 5
we have
minutes.
finished the research.
Let's see what he can make happen.
But what is the Vesper doing? It's going close range.
Shotgun Vespa.
Shotgun Vesper! Let's fucking go!
Tracking barrage in your face.
Well, once the MG sets up, give them hell, especially that 3 MGs. It has no, like, how much damage reduction on it?
If it's in green cover, isn't it like 75%? But yeah, it's
And that 3 gets a 30% additional, so it's a lot.
yeah.
Direct
still
hit
don't
and
wanna
only one model, man.
We have lost
You
control
still
of
don't want to
victory
stand in a
point.
Vespa barrage. We're doubling down on paratroopers.
Enemy
Nostalgia
forces
calling in
have claimed
another
our
squad.
territory.
What do you get next? Is the question. More paratroopers? Looks like it.
I'm going Hellcats against this Panther.
Yeah, I think normal Zooks force would be enough. Get improved Zooks and then Panther struggles a lot.
Yeah, just get in on the
Enemy breaks
flanks.
before us.
Something
They
to
have
probably...
only 100 points
I
remaining.
always just hate Vespa back there, so I'm definitely going to be trying to take that out.
You need 2 shots, right, to kill it with the Hellcats, if I recall correctly?
Yep. Yeah. What is that? 240 HP.
Some skirmish is going on the right-hand side.
Line report. The enemy has 75 points left.
Nostalgia slow. Oh, nice hit by the Vespa. Another nice hit.
Ooh.
Their forces collapse. They are down to only 50 points.
Yeah.
Sector lost.
Nostalgia is pretty toast, I would argue.
Yeah, I think just the build didn't stack up to mechanized. Didn't respond well enough to the 8 rads.
I agree.
And while, yeah, the
The last 25 points.
MGs were annoying, I don't think they really gave him the potency to be in this match.
I think he just, in this one engagement where he lost 105 Sherman, broke his back.
Yeah.
We must take their last 10 points.
The enemy has fallen. We fight another day.
Is it? GG's cold.
GG well played, Anticafe pulling ahead, 1-0. And are you ready for game number 2 between Anticafe and Nostalgia after an amazing game number 1? where Anticafe showed the strength of the Wehrmacht, will he prevail as the Brits on Villa Fiora? What is nostalgia doing, my dear friend Debacle?
He is opening with a tier 1 and he is leading with a Kettenkrad and a Pioneer. No battle group pick for him just yet.
Ketten. I'm still not convinced by Ketten. Like, it's not that expensive at 160, but still. There's not much to cap with it, and like double Pio or triple Pio feels so much stronger.
Yeah, just no combat potential, and recon doesn't really come into good effectiveness around to the 6-8 minute mark, depending on how much team weapon play there is.
Yeah, and then he gets the second Pioneer anyway, so interesting.
Yeah, see how he can make it work.
Yeah, exactly. Who we are to judge if he pulls it off.
Section trained and ready.
I would expect Ketten maybe a little bit more with the Volscian Pioneer start, so you can send that MG and Volscian Pioneer to a major point, lock it down, and Ketten caps up everything behind it.
Grenadiers out and an infantry section as well.
But it does look like it's paying off for him. A little bit more munitions, a little bit more sort of map control early, but that is the Wehrmacht versus Brits, main crux.
Yeah.
Come on, move across the obstacle.
First shots were fired, but they did not connect. Pioneer walks away.
The Pioneer ran away!
Glorious, just glorious.
Staying out.
Engineers may be sensing that Kettenkrad action engine through the fog and coming back into the center, the safety of the Tommies.
You know what's the most funny thing? When I know there's a Ketten or a bike on the field, I plant a mine where that will pass.
Threatening a fuel point.
The enemy sends that way, and then you see the Ketten explode in the fog of war, and you're like, yeah, man.
Saying that, Nostalgia is being very careful about that fuel decap, placing it right on the edge on a really weird angle of the circle. So, I think he's very wary of the mines, and he's not going to fall into any rookie errors like that. So, maybe this is his strat on Villa Fiore. Just keep harassing those flanks, knowing that the Brits have to stay pretty central.
Third infantry section's on the way, MG's on the way.
Lost a sector.
So no battle group locked in for either player. Who's going to make the first move?
What would you expect? I think it's more interesting to talk about the Brit battle group than the Wehrmacht, because Wehrmacht you can pick at basically any point. Meanwhile, Brit battle groups often tend to be more like early game oriented. So, for example,
Yeah, I feel like
Aussies.
it's too late to go. Aussies, yeah. I mean, maybe for the light anti-tank gun at this stage, but you've got no vehicle to make that need. Heavy armors are always safe, and
There's
great
no
on
heavy
this
armor
map.
though. No, there is. Never mind. To them to
We
read.
lost one of those Pios.
Yeah.
So maybe would have benefited from making 3 at the start. But yeah, look, I'm kind of leaning towards heavy armor just because it is so strong, so popular.
Isolated out there.
I'd love to see an Indian. Love to see an Obuche. Not an Obuche, sorry, a BL 5.5, but a man can dream.
Lost a sector to the enemy.
You need to sleep very tight though to get this dream. To be fair though, I like the BL 5.5, but it has the same problem as all other stationary artillery pieces.
Yeah.
If the enemy has a drop, yeah, you're hard countered.
That's true, yeah. So you get that through bake through and the breakthrough artillery.
Sector.
And it would definitely challenge the Vesper.
The Vesper would win easily.
Yeah, what if you drop a Fortune Pio and Satchel?
That would be big brain movement. If I see that, I would be like, oh my god.
But I would put it right back on that eastern edge of the Brit base. Right on that road. I think you'd have a tough time getting there.
But yeah, chat also has a good point. Aussies can you still be picked in the late game. You have access to the archer, over repair. The AT gun. If stuff goes horribly wrong and you need desperately a fast AT gun.
I just think the archer's tricky to use on this map. I don't know, you're just very limited to either the right lane or the left lane. It's kind of hard to be able to move through the middle.
Yeah, but over repair, grants with over repair.
Oh, definitely, that's always going to be strong.
Or
And plus, you still get the
Crusaders
cheap
with over.
caches.
Yeah, cheap caches. You
Which
have
he needs
the,
because he keeps getting decapped.
the truck. The resource truck. I'm a big fan of this thing.
Oh yeah, the little the fuel run trucks. Yeah.
Yeah, they're amazing. I love them. Like it's like even though the closest point, it's like still like 30 fuel.
It's still just good to send them out and defend them. Now we got a nice flank on the MG, but it might be able to turn and get the suppression, or it might run for the
Our
house.
Flamer Pioneer should engage though. He's a little bit slow there in the building.
Yeah, a little bit slow.
Now
Maybe
the
covered by the MG.
that was not
Alright,
ideal.
we've got a Humber, and we've got a 2-2-1 in response from Nostalgia.
But MG gets first off.
All victory points are under enemy control.
It's a nice win, but Nostalgia's just been all over his fuel, just really slowing down. Like it's a bit of a slow Humber.
I would argue to lay it 2-1 than the
Yeah,
late
he
number.
finally got that
Grenade packages are
pesky
Oh,
kitten, but he's gonna answer with the
Shreks. The evil Shreks. But getting rid of the terrorist unit is satisfying.
Anticafe sees that 2-2-1, immediately takes nades, recapping his fuel, planting a mine there.
No weapon
and
upgrades
we have-
yet on the
we've got-
squads.
Commander, rifle sections have been
Breakthrough picked for Nostalgia, and immediately to the fast, production on his mechanized vehicles.
Damnation! The sector's in enemy hands.
Yeah, over like the faster production, I would argue it does not synergize that well with where you would normally see it, like with heavy tanks, because production on heavy tanks is not that important. But on LVs, getting the timing clutch
Yeah, being able to respond so quickly.
makes it really strong. Base heal coming in for Nostalgia. A part of me dies at the moment.
Just doesn't have the time or the resources or Coastal to build it for him.
Coastal. Lol.
The auto bunker,
Yeah.
such a great strat. Auto bunker build. You rush the auto bunker. Just trying to bait the Humber into this mine, but Shrek's not even in camo. It's not a very convincing ambush.
Oh, he needs to crush the hedgerows for the AT gun to get better angles.
Yeah, these rifles are losing so much health to the flak. This is not a good push. No matter where the Humber goes, it's just not safe.
Oh, he sweeps the mine.
Eats that mine. Finds the Shrek, even though it wasn't hidden.
Anticafe in a really, really tight spot.
We have 300 points remaining.
I mean, Humber doesn't really seem to be doing much. Could pop that heavy armor, get in for a refit. But he's still gotta have an answer.
I think the Humber is a good choice. He's not using it correctly. I think he wants to use
Yeah.
it, the Humber,
Territory sector lost, Commander.
like where he sees the threat, but not on the flanks, like on the far away to... Like, he went to the Grenadier, even though he knew that the Shrek would be close by. Should have used it on the other side to push away his squads or supportive decap on the right-hand side.
Yeah, he's certainly seeming to concentrate quite a bit, which is costing him. And one MG is going to shut down his whole attack.
The enemy is pushing hard. We're down to
Not
250
using his
points.
sweeper with his army.
We also don't
it
have
again.
infantry training.
We've gone for a Bren, which
I think
don't
against
know.
Jägers it's okay. I think against Jägers it's a good idea.
Well, you love Brens, right?
Yeah, I love brands.
But I think right now he needs Recce, he needs the flares, the extra vision range helps, and you can force a move on all these team weapons with the artillery. So I think that's how I would make a play in this situation.
Yeah.
They've cut us off. Territory is out of supply.
Nice smoke there from the Humber. I'm all for
2-2-1.
DPS. That's why I'm a big brand guy.
Oh yeah, who doesn't love it? I think 221 maybe Nostalgia forgot to upgrade the radio net because he's just chilling and he's not really doing anything.
He's a little bit scared. Oh, Wirbelwind is on the field.
Yeah.
New ability.
Wirbelwind will hit like a brick. Like against only one AT gun. Second AT gun is on the way though, but nonetheless.
Yeah. So that's the right response, but just you know, you can't like losing map control to 1 Gren, just happily capping away.
Look at the Jäger, by the way, HP listed 50%. I think AT squads should always be managed at full HP, otherwise you might lose them really easily. That's the dead Humber, by the way.
How did he eat that snare? That was so far away.
Anti-tank.
Oh no!
Might get lucky.
The HP, because he was not full HP.
You were right. Just gotta heal. Was too focused on capturing and not having an effective fighting force.
Well, his capping is paying off. Look at the pressure.
Yeah.
Anticafe already at below the 200 VPs. The map is really red.
I thought a Vespa was coming out, but it's just a goddamn martyr.
How he can't get the Vespa with mechanized and with breakthrough though?
A man can dream of it.
That's also a strong dream, man.
I think if we just like put enough sandbags under this gun, we can get some decent range out of this martyr.
I think the Vespa the Martyr though have to say
An infantry section present and accounted for.
how is it called again? Hull. So yeah, could help him. I think both are based off the Panzer 38T.
Yeah.
Nobody knows the real Czech name though. Everyone only knows the captured German name. But the real original designation from the Czech army, nobody knows it. Not even me.
God. I think, yeah. I'd have to look it up. I've read it one time. And
Yeah, I read it also once. Oh, Wirbelwind is the pickle.
Yeah.
Oh, would you follow? Throw a flare? Try to get vision and go in?
Well, he doesn't have any flares. He's only got Brens.
Yeah, but he has the flare from the Humber.
This is true. Oh, you mean the... Okay, not a vision flare.
It gives a little bit of vision.
Forces have claimed a sector.
Oh,
Martyr.
see that Martyr.
Martyr
It's
is dead.
locked down. It's taken a while to get out of there. Oof.
Oh,
Skin of its teeth.
Anticafe going for heavy armor. He realizes he needs some call-in tanks.
Yeah. Give me a Crusader
Being
AA.
overrun. Anti-air tanks are available.
Weird though. He's gone for the sappers, but hasn't built any extra.
Feels weird. He has 2 of them, so not the best thing,
Yeah.
but well.
Victory point lost.
In my
14
opinion,
minutes
veterancy
Has control.
takes, unless you're playing a dedicated Zapper build order, the veterancy is always better.
I mean, I think in that case, if I'm thinking I'm gonna go late, mechanized, I sort of focus more into, you have a dingo that you can refit, and then you sort of build later sappers, build your second sapper later. But I guess you do suffer early for the map control. I don't think a third sapper would be bad now.
It's the question, does he need it though? Like, it's not bad, but does he need it?
A-15 Crusader.
No, not right now. He's actually kind of come back onto the map quite well with the double ATs. And this recon arty, that's probably I'd want to go for first, is a recon arty.
I think he will go straight for Black Prince.
Crusader, yeah. Black Prince. Crusader AA.
Because he needs tacking up is not an option with his poor earlier map control. 2-1 gets picked off by double AT gun.
Doubling down on the verbals as well. That 2-2-1 really could have helped with the radio net, but it didn't even have it in the end, did it?
Nope.
Belongs to the enemy.
And he's had plenty of munitions, so yeah, very missed opportunity there by Nostalgia.
Crusader AA going in. Getting... Who will win, Crusader AA or Wirbelwind?
Buckle up, gents. We're down
I
to
think
100 points.
if the verbals pop their vet 1, they win, but otherwise the Crusader AA has more pen.
We're losing a victory point.
It's one of those matchups that you never expect to see ever, and then it happens.
The enemy
It's almost like the P3 Matilda matchup where they can't pen each other.
Yeah, exactly. Man, I can't remember when the last time I saw Matilda. Everyone is either playing Grands or Crusaders.
There are a couple of games I was watching where someone just like was spamming Matildas. I think it was Latoof. It was probably a 2v2 though, but yeah, he loved Matildas.
Chad corrected me. Vespa and Mother 3 are not on the same hull. Mother is the Vespa is based on the Panzer II hull. I thought they have the same hull. But it's always good to learn something new there, especially when such a big engagement is going on.
We have a surplus of command points, Commander.
Finally got the flares popped by Anticafe,
Smoking off
but
the
he's not really
20
following it up
mil.
effectively.
He can't really follow up though. He was too aggressive in the first minutes of the engage or first seconds.
Last stand,
And
gentlemen.
no.
Could attack ground.
Oh, but he might get the 20 mil.
Finally got the artillery coming in. Yeah, he's
Infantry section is doing their best, but without a weapon upgrade and infantry training.
yeah. And no infantry training either. What are these Brit builds? Has infantry training fallen out of fashion?
I can understand if people get it late, because at the moment, due to the oppressive nature of LVs, spending your
Yeah.
fuel or not something else, the counter.
Well, I always think
Will
like
Harvard.
with those LVs, the infantry training like makes my units more survivable. So I'm not gonna like if they get more vet, they're not gonna die as quickly. I'm not gonna lose as much manpower, and that helps me through the.
Why is he not
game.
just? Oh, he has no vision for the finishing shot on the 20 mil. Oh no.
Yeah, he really needs to get something up there to take it out. He's really feeling the pressure from the VPs now, down to 38.
Yeah,
gotta
and
make
he
something
can't
happen.
displace the martyrs. Wirbelwind.
He just took a long time to get that Crusader out.
I know he's using AT for capping. It's always a bad
that's
sign.
good AT. And not placing his AA in a great position either. It can
Yeah,
take a
I know
hit.
the horde is coming forward.
No,
AT gun will
once
get
he
the
loses
crude.
his ATs, I think he's out.
We've just lost an anti-tank gun.
He gets a martyr though, but Humber goes to the
He's got a lot
Beyond
of
the
units in
great-
base.
yeah. This,
Our armored car has been knocked out.
Well, you know, still has that one VP, still has time to make something happen. He really just needs to be a bulwark now as Brits. And he's got the resources. I'd be tempted, I mean, he doesn't have the time, but I'd be tempted to, you know, refit for normal Crusaders.
yeah, but it's not time for that.
Yeah. Loses too much pressure. Gonna take out this MG.
AT gun
Following it up
still
with the
not on the
Tommy.
front line,
These
giving
Verbals are gonna,
Wirbelwind the free reign there.
and it's that's a dead AT. Like it's got no health.
Yeah, but he needs to shoot at the Wirbelwind with so little VPs in the bank.
Yeah. What is no? Don't cap the MG. Cap the point.
Time! In contact! Call up support! Enemy tank! Over!
This is bollocks. We're down to
25
only 25
VPs.
points.
with so little VPs, you have basically to triple cap the whole game because that the enemy has so many VPs in the back, and it's at this point of state of the game not possible. Cause like Anticafe had to use all his resources just to get the middle VP. In the meantime, Nostalgia just went to the side VP and will win. Oh,
He's got another Crusader now. Where's Anticafe? Was he waiting for a call in Panther?
He can't call the
Tiger,
Panther, but the
right.
Tiger. He has to see.
My brain's locked in mechanized.
It would be so much mechanized that you forget the our doctrines.
The enemy has claimed the sector.
He is not going. He went for fast decap.
Yeah, breakthrough. That's pretty devastating at this late stage in the game.
One Wibble will go down though.
The beggars are threatening a victory point.
But now triple cap is coming in for Nostalgia in
Yeah,
this game.
Yeah. Didn't manage to get that sapper out of the house in time.
Dead.
And it's dead.
Brace yourselves. The Bosch hold all victory points. Act now.
Just that breakthrough sealed the deal, I think. Just too late. Too late.
Too late.
But that gives us a
Ace
game
game.
3.
And here we go, ace game between Anticafe and Nostalgia. With me today, we have Debacle, and we have Anticafe as Wehrmacht. After being a slow start in game number 2 where his strategy did not pay out, will be he able to redeem himself and win the set, or with Nostalgia with an amazing game number 2 where he just put enough pressure on to bleed Anticafe dry, win this war this time again as USF. Any unique strategy choices there, my friend?
Oh, he's going for engineers. So I think we're gonna see some armored play. If I were a betting man, that's where I'd put my money.
I'm glad you are not, because betting is not healthy.
Speaking of, have we done the betting for this game yet?
Nope, because I forgot.
No, it's fine. Dixon's not here, so I
Yeah.
don't think anyone's committed. So Twin, a good map to hold on. You can always at least have 1 star in my experience.
Yeah, it can be a long. It's a really defensive map, and it really catered to the earlier versions of Call 3 where the game was even slower than it is, or was really slow back then. Then having a slow map as well felt a little bit off, but now with a little bit higher, the tick rate is the same, but decaps are faster on the VPs, engagements are a little bit faster, so. And Anticafe won the race to the hill.
Trying to kill us.
Grenadiers have
It
been
didn't
mustered
even
for
seem
battle.
like Nostalgia was trying to win. Just
You can't
meandering
lose
his
if you
way
don't
through all the
try.
points.
Keep them back.
And I think interesting that if he does go mechanized, because we had the instant pick of the Pathfinders earlier, but he's kind of stretching it out for these engineers now.
Maybe
and I
no
mean, a double
assault pioneers.
It would just be a weird build to have 2 normal engineers this early, but you know, he's going for the MG now.
He's practicing
Let's see
for the
what
new
he's cooking.
doctrine when it comes out. For
Possibly, yeah.
With
All
the-
that scout's getting low.
bust the tier 2 place there with the better half tracks, better MGs.
Yeah. I mean, maybe he wants a weasel and wants repairs all over the map. Who knows what he's planning? He's keeping his cards close to the chest. It's a very early ISC at 2.5 minutes.
Enemy forces have claimed our territory.
Get to ground.
And I mean, his map control's good. This really heavy tier 0 play seems to be working in his favor for Twin Beaches.
Grenadiers assemble.
MG has a nice angle there, but Pioneer
Yeah,
could
gonna
commit there.
suppress those
But
grins and gonna follow up with the Pioneers. So playing very much Wehrmacht style with this USF.
yeah, Pioneer MG.
Installing an infantry officer.
Enemy troopers.
And Anticafe finally clawing back his own fuel as he's also going for tier 1.
The enemy is stealing our territory from us.
Seems like where he's comfortable with Wehrmacht as having a strong tier 0.
It feels like Anticafe is playing a little bit like last patch. Get triple grenadier, get upgrade, get the 4th grenadier, tech up, get your LV, or get AT gun, something like that. Where because of the USF tempo, well, USF had no tempo because it was all riflemen and no teching, basically. You could get away with it, right? But now with the half track, which is already in the queue, it will be out at minute 4.5, for like 4:30.
Yeah.
And Anticafe is not even thinking about taking up for a counter to it.
He's gonna find it very tough, and I think it's gonna be an M16, you know, with the AA.
Yeah, I think once he sees Veterans 1, which he does, he knows, okay, I can get quite comfortably, there won't be any LVs out. I can pressure the infantry really hard. However, the soldier has no ammo for the upgrade.
Has he bought smoke? What is he?
I think he bought smokes.
Yeah, he's got him on one of his scouts.
So, but nonetheless, the pintle is sufficient. Anticafe now taking up for Panzer Grenadier attacks, so no 4th tier 1 unit.
Yeah, definitely. I think a misplay going for that officer quarters. Probably wanted to go get that Stummel out much earlier.
I might even argue that tier 2 is at the moment a little bit stronger than tier 3, because tier 3 is really slow and you need really good positioning.
There's so much open space, it's really hard to make Pentagrams work. And Stummel's, you know, as risky as the half tracks in terms of survivability.
We must re-establish a connection.
Especially when Nostalgia can just start pipping out bazooka squads that immediately counter the Stummel.
Yeah, and keep in mind the GMC also soft counters AT guns due to its insanely large AT barrage range.
Yeah, yeah. And Nostalgia's just keeping his cards close to his chest at the moment, not selecting any upgrade. Maybe not because he can. Ooh, MG goes down.
Oh, that's a huge steal there. Even merging it
and
fully.
he recrews it, so it should survive. He does need to get out of there.
He might lose the Grenadier, but I would be happy trading off the Grenadier to the 9 MG for the USF.
Doesn't have any follow-up either.
And he's not committing, so he gets away.
Anti-tank gun and crew are ready for order.
I think that's a missed opportunity.
But look at the map control, how red the map is.
Yeah, yeah. Definitely that double engineer start paying dividends. But
yeah.
Also didn't go assault engineers, so now has kind of 2 useless-ish units.
The problem is, what is long run, the plan for Nostalgia in the late game? No assault grenadier, assault pioneers, so fighting power is not there. Backtracking into tier 2 or tier 1 for Rifleman might be something he has to do.
He's had triple fuel for so long, so I think we're going to see like a 12-minute easy 8. I think that's his long-term strategy.
Just don't have a late game.
Just skip the mid game, go straight for late.
Nope, backtrack to barracks. Man, I know the game. But you can still easily afford to go straight easy 8. Like tier 1 is not that expensive.
Oh yeah, it's only 10 fuel, right?
Yeah.
He's delayed his tier 4 by a huge margin.
You Grenadier take up you don't have to take up immediately, right? Like, wait till you have 150-ish fuel in the bank and then take up, so you don't have a dead tech for that long.
Yeah, because there's nothing else you can really build from the USA tier 4. It's not like Wehrmacht where you can get Stoss. Yeah, you make a bit of a point, Ripper. I just think it's I mean, if you're gonna build a barracks, you could have gone for Rifleman earlier, especially if you've only got 1 MG. Like, I don't think he's used his weapon support center hugely, and the half-track timing didn't really make that big of an impact.
I think
finally getting the 75mm now.
Yeah, I know he's playing safe. He's minute 8. There might be something up, but there's nothing in the smokes.
But like he could he could kite the pack. Like the pack's only point is to counter the half track. So if he just keeps it out of the way, he doesn't need the 75. I guess he's worried about the call in or. Oh, we got Luftwaffe. So
It's a tournament, right? So if you don't know there's an LV coming, you want to play safe. It's not ultimate where I lost next game. Especially the ace game. Nice mine, getting the P Grand Force off immediately, no merge into them.
Oh, could have merged that.
Good old pedic retreat.
Is it if the recipient squad is suppressed it can't merge, or if it's the Gren itself is suppressed? Or either?
I think it's either.
Okay. I mean, yeah, if you're going to eat that 76 mil, then yeah, probably didn't need to just retreat it.
Yeah, Grenadier, Pioneers in the early game are amazing, don't get me wrong, from USF. It's just, usually you see Assault Engineers with the strategy, because they scale better into the late game, where you have a strong fighting unit as well in the late game, where due to the high veterancy on every squad, the Pioneers just get melted immediately.
Yeah, I mean, if he's going flamethrowers, that's decent. I'm guessing just flamethrowers and sweeper on the other one.
Rifleman gets the flanks, nades are in the tech. Triple Rifleman is out. Nostalgia needs, though, to vet them up.
Did you just insta-build a triple rifle? Like,
yeah, it's really fast, right?
The
like,
strength is just having cheap tier 0 units for like 10 minutes, and then yeah, bang, 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 triple rifle.
He traded well, though, in the early game. Like, he had a lot of manpower in the bank.
Yeah.
The question, though,
taking good engagements.
is if you over-committed into infantry.
As USF?
Yeah, the thing is, though, keep in mind, he has now an upkeep from 222, right? Which is not that much, and you still have to tech tier 4. Which is...
And he's got 180 fuel now, so he has held that triple fuel.
Yeah, he needs to tech up if he wants to keep the...
Tempo,
abuse the tempo that he built up. And not bleed to death because he has no manpower, because he's reinforcing constantly.
Well, he's unlocked the Scott, so he has easy 8 buildable essentially now.
Yeah, I think unlock easy 8 and then try to rush
Close it.
War Machine, so you save even a bit more manpower.
I mean, yeah, I would just build my first easy 8 full cost and then
obviously, but
yeah.
long-term wise.
Of course, yeah.
Don't go for the call-in if you're so ahead. You will lose. Don't do that.
If you're still listening, Ozzy. Oh, man. Maybe he just had a gentlemanly streak, you know?
Here we go. Fallschirmjägers have been dropped. Interesting choice, mixing Panzer Grenadiers with Fallschirmjägers. Often it feels like you decide for one elite infantry squad and then you stick with it.
I mean, yeah, if it had these out before the Rifleman, I think it really would have put a dent in this early build by Nostalgia. It just, again, took quite a while to pick his doctrine.
We have lost the sector.
Still plays in the late game though, right? So.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think Anticafe's like its twin. He's gonna go for the late game. He's gonna try and hold. They've got heaps of EPs still now. He's already got 1 pack out. We'll probably have 2 soon.
Yeah, AT gun is a good choice. You know, he thinks there's a tank around the corner. He judges the game correctly. Tier 4 is up soonish. Do you mind the total, how much total fuel was collected by both players? To check that out, you can do that in the statistics.
So we got 350 for Nostalgia and 235, so 115 fuel lead by Nostalgia, which is a whole tank.
Yeah, it kind of tells the story there.
It's an easy 8. I mean, they had competing cutoffs just before, but it doesn't really matter. He already has the fuel, and he's built tier 4.
Grenadier is in the pickle.
I think if probably didn't need to go for that 3rd rifle, and probably gonna have the easy 8 out a minute ago.
The enemy holds all victory points.
It's a tough spot though. Only 2 riflemen, but then
Surplus of command points available.
He did lose the MG as well, so he probably needed to make that decision. But he instantly rebuilt it.
The thing is though, with late game or mid game riflemen, it's always a little bit tricky because you need the bar upgrade, you don't have veterancy.
Yeah.
On paper, it does not look like you need a lot of resources
Ooh,
to make
these
a late rifle switch, but still, oh, that might be a harsh
Might go down a
bundle,
retreat. Nade goes out.
Bastards have secured our
but should be
territory
fine.
Yeah, they don't seem to be getting lucky. And you got a Captain Dan on retreat as well, so we'll get away.
Can scouts win the fight? They did.
Ah, this is not a good charge.
Yeah.
Oof. Well, this is a couple of models to that grenade on retreat. MG gets smoked out instantly.
And Nostalgia decided to reinforce. How much is War Machine? 3 or 4 CP?
330. Do you mean how many CP or
How much
does he get
CP?
with War Machine?
War Machine.
It's like 4.
4.
With,
No, 3. He unlocked it. So he can now get
repair.
cheap easy 8s.
Yeah.
But look how much he delayed the first easy 8 here. Nearly has enough fuel for a second one.
I guess you're right. With such overinvestment in infantry, he's really feeling that pinch, so he just had to wait. But, he hasn't really suffered at all, right? He's only lost a VP over it.
He's doing well. So the overinvestment, I don't think will hurt him that much because he just had so good map control
Yeah.
that it won't hurt. Easy 8 forcing off the fault. By the way, I love that Anticafe did not snare there. People often snare every time they get the opportunity for that, but oftentimes it's just a waste of ammo. Because there's no follow-up, they don't get an engine damage.
He's got to be thinking about the loiter at this point, once he sees that easy 8.
First tank is out. To be fair though, I think Anticafe has a slight sign of relief that the easy 8 only arrived at minute 15.
But when you see the second easy 8 arrive at minute 16, it's going to be...
Yeah, then you're not that happy again. That's true.
Yeah, we got the AFK MG holding down the center. Pigran's retaking that fuel.
No second easy 8, but bars.
Interesting.
It's an upgrade that you need in the long run.
I mean, I almost feel like he should have gone logistics a bit earlier, but now he's kind of in a hole where he can't go for it.
I think Nostalgia has a long shopping list. A lot of infantry kind of for advanced logistics, but on the other hand, he has a lot of fuel, so he need kind of the logic of the game dictates if you can get a tank, get a tank.
Yeah. Now the P4's coming out, will it be enough to match the Easy 8? Oh, we do get a snare there.
Yeah, but it's...
Pack's gonna get... Maybe it's just off angle for follow-up and it's trying to kill the rifleman.
P4 is out, but P4 struggles a lot against easy 8s. And we have still the 75 on the field.
Yeah, needed to get this snare on that Easy 8.
.76 will get some nice shots in.
Victory point is under enemy control.
Oh, gets the stun shot in. Is it a full stun? Because if it would have been full stun where it stops, he could have thrown the satchel.
Yeah, I think it's just a speed slow. But maybe could have if he timed it,
then
right?
the foot guard do a full stun with after the second volley.
I think it's still a slow. I don't think it stops all the way, right? With the foot guard. Maybe
Foot guard is full
slower.
stun. There, stop. It's so frustrating. It's a speed slow and the main weapon's able. Okay, so no.
I just
no
realized
satchel.
I always used to wait till like every shot would pen, but I don't think it restarts the pen maybe, or you can just like charge in and get your second one. Like you just cancel the ability because the
No, you don't cancel
the.
the ability. It's a toggle. If it's toggled on, you shoot.
Oh, that's right. But yeah, I always used to just like wait in place and go for maximum hits. But yeah, I was sort of trying to chase after it.
Second easy 8 is on the way, and after the second easy 8, I think I would get advanced logistics. Reduce the manpower bleed.
Yeah.
And keep your army
He's feeling
competitive.
it now, and also because half his army is like tier 0 scouts and engineers, so he's dropping models.
Maybe I will throw one scout,
obviously, yeah.
and I know you lose a little bit of capping power,
Have claimed our territory.
but I don't think capping power is something that Nostalgia needs desperately. He needs upkeep, or
Lots of grenades through the middle, lots of action on the hill. Pack gun trying to set up for a shot. I think Anticafe wins that round.
yeah, second anti-gun's on the way.
Yeah, wise choice. He's gonna need
We
it.
have lost control of a victory point.
Wounded easier backing off the hills, but his engineers are doing the capping, so he's gonna need to send that easy 8 the other way. Yo, scout goes down.
I didn't know that the Stuck can fire one more shot with its ability. It used to be only one shot. Maybe they changed it.
It's a timer. I think it just gets in. I think it gets about 3 shots in.
Ah,
I thought with the point blank blast. That's the one we're talking about.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I thought about 3. I'm not sure if it depends on like when your last shot was, if it counts the normal reload.
It forces a reload, right? So
I think so. Yeah.
that might be the thing. Easy 8 is falling back with its butt to the front. Easy 8s are not performing as good as I would expect.
Yeah, they're eating a lot of pack shots. And they're in the perfect pack hunting ground out on the beach there. This MG gets rushed because it's just a 30 cal and it doesn't really suppress that well.
Commandant, you have command points
I think that
available.
damage reduction didn't count because it packed down.
Yeah, if it's
So
only
like,
damage
good-
reduction if it's set up.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, you packed down at the worst time.
Oh, Faulty Vegas other pickle might get picked off.
Might even get crushed.
Sadly, no code 2 crush, only crush on red pin. Did you
Praying for the pin, okay?
did you ever crush the squad in code 3 yet?
Yes, but usually after like a Tiger S mine, I think is the only time I've been like truly been able to pull it off.
Sometimes in
Haven't been
really
like
messy engagements, I
crush and
take the time and crush them. When the
Yeah,
enemy's,
yeah,
like,
but they
really
usually
pinned, and there's a lot of
retreat.
going on, and yeah, he forgets to retreat there, and you can crush.
I haven't been able to wipe out a whole squad yet, mate.
Oh, I did
Too
already.
good.
I did already, and it's
Nice.
satisfying.
I mean, I'd love to try like a strafe and crush, but it's you telegraph it usually with the smoke and the planes, so it's hard to pull off.
Third Easy 8 is out. Nostalgia is pop capped. Now is the time where you use your spare manpower for upgrades.
Yeah, mortar pits, MGs, caches. Please cap that 16 munitions. Even though he's got plenty of munitions in the bank.
Armor battle group, no ammo dumps.
I think this is where you kind of like not fall apart, but like the weakness of rushing for the tanks, and you don't have the utility of like the group repair. You know, you just float all these munitions. Your engineers are always repairing, so they can't plant mines.
We have finished the research.
They definitely, can be good to slow up the tech tree.
Enemy forces have captured a
Because I don't
victory
think the
point.
Easy 8's made that much of an impact. Anticafe was pretty ready for
They're
them.
more busy being repaired than doing anything else.
Yeah, they're just eating so many pack shots on this wide open Twin Beaches map.
And look how blue the mob is slowly getting.
Victory
Right.
point is under enemy control.
Definitely think you could have swept through beach with those 2 engineers and just started pressuring the base, take out the mortar bunker, or the medical bunker.
That would be hilarious. Lol.
But he's kind of played into the hill, which is where Anticafe is like set up his fortifications. We got
Oh,
a-
big push there. That might be a little
80
bit
guns
too
on
confident.
A-move.
Especially when your
Yes,
tankers are
there's
pressurized
not close
vehicles
enough.
and not shooting at AT guns.
Our
Needs
anti-tank
something
gun
close
is
to
out of
these
commission.
packs, but everything's spread out.
One Easy 8 will go down.
An easy A proved no match match for our panzers.
Other one's quite low. Pack's not following up on it.
Grenadier will get wiped out on retreat on the beach side.
Needs to wipe these Easy 8 hulls.
Grenadier squad has been destroyed.
Or they can just be recovered. There it is. Crushed it.
Did you ever play it against an allied tiger?
Not yet. Thank goodness. Anticafe loses a grand there, unfortunately.
You know, I can tell you
what?
one thing. It's not fun.
Yeah. Yeah, I bet. I'm always pretty on top of either killing the hulls,
Oh,
the dead tanks.
76 is on the field. I had once a deck tiger and a black prince.
Where are your opponents? They just let you repair all these tanks.
Well, it was a team effort. It died on the front line. I was like, okay, we need to push the enemy back, and I need some help till it's recovered.
Yeah.
They're now
Repair
under
me.
enemy control.
Really needs to bring his MG up to cover these AT guns, but he just wants to keep it AFK in the building. Nostalgia did lose a rifleman there, so on parity with Anticafe for the Gren loss.
But the rifleman loss might not be that bad, actually. Freeing up a little bit pop cap and upkeep.
True, yeah. Yeah, it's 71 pop now.
Stuka aircraft
So he lost,
ready to
lost
monitor
his
the
lost a
target area.
rifleman. Anticafe definitely coming out ahead, and he's got the infantry reserves now, so he's going to have that extra manpower in the bank.
Here we go, big push. Easy 8's disrespecting the AT guns. Should throw a satchel on them. And everything bounces.
Going in wholesale needs to focus one Easy 8 together.
Been destroyed.
Gonna lose his Pioneer for it.
Stuka flipping the target.
Got a loiter thrown down. He might lose both of those Easy 8s now.
Crushed.
Oh, he will lose both of them. That
Oh, that P4 just bouncing
Infantry has been killed.
so much.
Easy 8 is
Manages
running
to
for its life.
Second Easy 8 does not get the planes. He tries to attack with infantry in the planes, but that's not going to work either.
Our adversary is down to 250 points now.
The idea was good. Ooh, the new build Easy 8 also goes down. Or the shitbox, I mean.
He's pushing his GMC into the pack and loses it.
Cut us off.
What is going on? It went from okay. This might be a throw.
Anticafe keeping his P4s. Running away with one pack has given one pack to Nostalgia, ostensibly.
But I think Nostalgia is dead.
Initiating research.
Anticafe just ripping through these unprotected infantry squads while he limps back with his Easy 8.
New Easy 8 is out.
He's gone back a little bit too far with his pack gun. I think he probably didn't need to do that, or maybe you should think about killing the other pack gun.
Who came on top?
I think
Obviously-
Anticafe.
Research.
Yeah.
Do you think? I think Nostalgia. Anticafe, yeah, sorry, you're right. Well, he
What game are you watching?
different one.
Report. The Allies have only 200 points.
Obviously, he only one AT gun, and he's not taking it. He's destroying it.
We have lost control of a victory
I think that's an interesting call for Nostalgia. Destroying that AT gun, because he's low on pop cap. You could definitely reach out there and grab that. That'd be great against these P4s. I think just as soon as he saw that he went luft, he should have been thinking about getting an AA and maybe not filling up everything. And oh, he did get the right starter one, right? No, he went fast deploy. So yeah, he's gone for the rush.
Yeah, he
everything
went
in, and then
full
he just
rush.
Can't have the big army. Can't fit in. An anti-air. And I feel like he just needed to get those Easy 8s out as quick as possible, close out the game. He shouldn't have gone bars.
Yeah,
If that's what you're going for, go for it.
he really did not adapt correctly to the game. He was
And,
so
like,
ahead, and then decided to play slow.
It even feeds into like the not getting assault engineers, because I'm pretty sure assault engineers have a faster repair rate. So it's
Yeah.
like, and they're better at combat. So you get in there and you just like try and win like straight from the get-go. But he's just kind of given Anticafe too much breathing room. Manpower reserves have taken over, and now it's an uphill battle. And like, I think strategically, Twin Beaches probably isn't the best map to try and win right away at, because opponent's always going to have one BP.
I think he just overinvested into manpower. Like his bottleneck was manpower out the whole game.
Anti-tank
Yeah,
gun crew are
the
ready
extra
for orders.
engineer, the extra rifleman, I think it just slowed him down a little bit too much. He's rebuilt that rifleman though.
Yeah, but I don't think it will win the war for him. That 0 rifleman against that 2 Pigrants of Fold.
Aha! But you underestimate his AFK HMG. Locking down the center.
Clean yourselves up.
Enemy infantry want us dead! That was good!
Yeah, Ripper, I think if they pop Vet 1 and have skirts, they will be at least even. May even be on the better side. But
What
it's
is the
kinda down
bonus
to
of hold
RNG.
down?
Panzergrenadier company is being upgraded.
Vision, fire rate, and you get extra fire range, I think, as well. Like 5 extra range. And you take 25% less damage.
Oh, I think that's the trading point. 25% less damage.
It might be 25 or maybe a little bit less. Hold on, I'll be able to tell
The
you.
enemy has taken a victory point.
So, yeah, negative 25% damage, extra 5 range of vision, and 30% reload speed. So, like, if you can pull it off,
We have
it's great.
finished the research.
You just need to be out of combat. Like, sometimes I'll run in on hold fire and hope I don't take any hits and try and pop it.
You can't use it in
It's
combat.
great. You used to be able to. But yeah, you can't engage it once you're in combat.
Makes sense. That 380 gun, just a machine gun rate of fire.
From us.
Easy 8's pushing right into the Vet 3 pack. It's not going to be a good outcome for it. I don't think that pack was even camoed.
It was. It was.
Okay, good.
87, enter into phase.
Skill planes are on the way.
I am eyes on the target. You can the target.
Easy 8 gets picked off.
Sherman has been crushed.
And he's still showing rear armor. Oh,
Just
no.
running in.
Yeah.
Just walking all over these Easy 8s now.
In-game, Easy 8 has more armor than the vanilla Sherman. Just to clear things up.
Yeah, I
think-
kind of feel like if you're behind, the hill is not the place to try and win it. You
it's
definitely
not
wanna
the hill
go
where you
beach.
want to die on.
Beach and have your pack gun covering on the cutoff point for the rotation.
Initiating lighter. Ready to strike.
Okay, chat already knows already better. They have same armor, Easy 8 and vanilla Sherman, but Easy 8 has more HP. Yeah, I know my game not. Yeah, I'm sorry, chat.
Are we comparing the side skirts?
No, the Easy 8 and the vanilla Sherman.
With the side skirt upgrade, they still have the same armor, or
No,
is it a P-
both have
P4
the same
combo?
armor, Easy 8 and vanilla Sherman. But Easy 8 has a little bit more HP.
Gotcha.
Glorious.
I think that's the real one, the moving accuracy penalty.
Welcome back. I will be back in a second. I need to check some things. I'm right, I'm at... Which minute are you? I'm at 32.
Well, I sped through it because I thought your internet might be
Yeah.
dead for good. So
Okay.
I'm going from the beginning.
Okay, then catch up. Then we have a
Yeah, I'm
little
at
talk
6 minutes now.
Alright, chat.
Yeah.
I will do a little of monologuing there. So welcome back first. I'm terribly sorry. If you have pitchforks and torches, Telecom is to blame. I need to hard restart my router. Normally, if it loses connection, it restarts for the level, but this time it refused, so it took a little bit longer than usual. But we will be back in a second. In the meantime, till the buckle catches up. Yeah.
It's all my fault.
in HH. What is HH? Tourney. I'm so bad with names, especially with abbreviations. But yes, short advertisement block over here. If you like what you see and want to support us, feel free to drop a follow on Twitch, a subscription on YouTube, or maybe even drop a sub on Twitch, because 100% of all subs go towards the staff. We will divide it up, and then it's like a small payout for us. Pizza money, as we like to call it. If you want to support Co-Free as the tournament progress, or the tournament overall, you can do that on the website. You can either drop a donation, which goes straight into the prize pool, or you can drop a website subscription, which is like a Patreon, where you support the whole project, where we will increase production quality and in the long-term run also prize pools across the board. So feel free to do it if you can afford it. It would be greatly, greatly appreciated. And don't forget, chat, we have more tournaments in the pipeline. You can check out the website where you can see the Co-Free announcement, where all the future dates are already set for the whole year. The next one will be in March 22nd and 23rd, which is, by the way, my birthday. So make me a birthday present and show up to watch, or even to play, would be awesome. And you can, because it's already published when the dates are, you can mark it in your calendar, so you have actually nothing else in the pipeline, so you can watch. Does this not sound amazing? At what minute are you? Adblock end.
24.
24, alright. 10 minutes, 12 minutes. No, less than 10 minutes.
What's your timestamp?
32:32. Even though I don't expect much will be going on in the game anymore, but due to the completion of the set, we obviously need to show the end as well.
Oh yeah, for sure. The show must go on. All right, 29. Only another 30 seconds or so. You said 32.
32.
All right. Nearly there. All right. Countdown when you're ready.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go. And here we go. Continuation of game number 3. And the Easy 8 opened with an amazing barrage. I actually lost the thought of train that we had earlier.
You're right. Forcing off those P4s, but the ATGs are coming back.
Oh, but they're a little bit out of position. Easy 8 hits that 3.
Try to make a push for the beach now.
Micro is a little bit lackluster there from the soldier. His Easy 8s are turning, always showing the rear armor.
Might be not used to the grid keys.
Oh, the mine gets detonated, nearly killing the Pioneer there. And again, Easy 8 showing the rear armor to the P4s. Ah, oh no.
Yeah, it's got the HVAP popped as well. Just, yeah, shouldn't be running.
The enemy has taken a victory point.
Well, Anticafe is pop capped. No tanks, so double Easy 8. There won't be a 4th P4, so Nostalgia can catch up, but VP-wise, it's not looking too good at the moment.
No, he's gonna need to pull out something special. Probably try for a Hail Mary.
Well, he tried one earlier and everything fell apart there in seconds.
An even bigger USA Unga.
The enemy has claimed our territory for their
But yeah,
own.
these 3 P4s are looking mighty mean. Would not want to push them on the hill.
What? It should be the right notification. Did it delete it? According to the category, I should be still in Cove 3. So maybe it's something outside my power.
It might just take a little while to like actually get onto the page.
The notification is then obviously wrong because it's Cove 3 gaming. Oh boy, Pathfinder. Volchemiga has to run.
The enemy has 75 points and falling.
There's 2 Easy 8s and a Hellcat out now. He's gonna have to make something happen. He's got about 3 minutes of play left.
He has the damage output, right? He just is not getting the angles.
Needs to shut down
he might
his,
get one.
AT guns with his
Skill
infantry.
plates
Ooh,
are
that
not an
P4's
option.
Nearly dead. Here comes the Unga. A little bit unprepared with his infantry, just setting in the tanks. They get out of the range of the AT guns. One turns. That's one
Easy
Easy
8 goes down. AT gun will get killed. Easy 8 is not
P4's nearly
timing.
down as well. They're running away.
No match for our offensive.
P4
One pack goes
AT gun
down.
is getting the
Another
shots
Easy 8
in.
goes down.
That's game.
Yeah.
He should have drived a little bit back to hide behind the building there.
Just needed to wait for his infantry, I think.
Their forces
And
collapse.
combine the
They
push.
are down to only 50
Yeah.
points.
I mean, like, he had enough VPs to wait.
The infantry are trying to kill us!
Committed to the end, trying some desperation maneuvers with the riflemen.
That was a weird night. Well, I would say nostalgia is toast. No tanks, and only one P4 went down.
Territory sector lost.
Too tough to come back from this.
Especially with only 41 VPs in the bank.
Grenadiers have been mustered for battle.
Sector secure.
Panzer IV is field ready.
P4. He can steal an AT gun though. Not much, but I think he takes what he gets. Gets a shot in.
Joining the attack. Stand by.
Yeah. I think nostalgia is dead. Would you agree? Don't say my internet died again. No. Did I mute myself? No. Okay. The buckle is AFK.
The enemy is down to the last 25 points.
I was scared there for a moment. P4 goes down. Other P4 gets a beating, but it does not really matter. 23 VPs in the bank. 22. Triple cap is coming in. Will be not... Nah, no triple cap, but a double cap for sure. And I don't think this game will go on for much longer.
We have lost control of a victory point.
New Hellcat though? I don't know though. That might be not enough. Not even close. 4 VPs, 2 VPs. And GG.
We fought bravely.
In the end, Anticafe proved to be superior there. Even though it was by... not a close margin, but I think Nostalgia throwed the game there with the spectacular to Rifleman. Kinda gave up the tempo. But it's a tough call, right? And then there's 2 dives which weren't exactly the best. Anyways. Chat. Let's see if the buckle's up for another set. Or if we call it a day. Be right back.
We want to thank our MetaPlace website subscribers. Your contribution helps us keep the project sustainable. As we reach higher subscription goals, you are helping us cover more and more behind-the-scenes costs, such as video editing. Check out our subscription page using the link in the description, and remember to collect your perks. We will see you the next time.